Great. Hello, everybody. My name is Sadish, and I'm an interdisciplinary social science researcher. And I'm here to talk to you about my research on mental health today. So, in mental health, there is a concept called seasonal affective disorder, and it describes a phenomenon where a person feels depressed during winters and then they recover from their depression in the summers. Um, and it's thought that this cyclical nature is due to the availability of sunlight. Now, this is a pretty well established concept in clinical practice, but there isn't really a lot of evidence that suggests that this is a large scale phenomenon. So the question is, if you look at countries as a whole, do you see the same patterns? Do countries have better mental health in the summers and worse mental health in winters? So to answer this question, I use the powers data on irradiance. So I calculate average irradiance in a given country uh, at a given time, and I combine that with two geospatial signals on mental health. And I can see in the data that, in fact, irradiance is correlated with mental health. So if you look at irradiance, as irradiance in a country increases, fewer people in that country search for terms related to mental illnesses. I'm talking about internet searches. And similarly, if you look at irradiance in a given country, as the irradiance increases, fewer people in that country report symptoms of anxiety and depression. Um, you can hold it on this slide for a little bit. Thank you. So I'm not the first person to work with irradiance data and tie it to mental health. There have been a few other studies, but I don't think anything of this magnitude has been demonstrated before. So for the most part, I wanted to be here today to thank the researchers and the scientists who created this data and validated it and made it publicly accessible. And I found the team very responsive. So yeah, basically that's the end of my presentation, and I wanted to just thank you guys. But since I have a few more minutes, I think about a minute, I can take you through this scatter plot. So on the left, you can see um, that I've used data from a formula. So this is not empirical data. This is a formula. You plug in the latitude and time of week, and then you get the value of insolation or irradiance, and using that also shows the same thing. So and on the right side, you'll see the same analysis using power data. So basically both these approaches would give me similar results. So I'm able to feel very confident in what I'm seeing. um, the paper is linked in the first slide if you're interested. And I mentioned that there have been a few other studies before. So if you go to the next slide, I've just listed them here. Next slide, please. Yeah, if you're interested, you can read more, but that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.